playing more Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Today last stream, we finished Turnabout Airlines, and this stream, we are starting the Kidnap Turnabout, where, if I remember correctly from last stream, some guy's daughter got kidnapped, which is not ideal for that guy, or that daughter. This is usually This is usually the stream of the week where I play something other than Miles Edgeworth Investigations. You know, Monday's Investigations Day, and then Friday is a variety game. But we're switching that around this time. We're playing Miles Edgeworth Investigations today, and on Monday's stream, I'm gonna be playing Little Nightmares 3 with Rue. I'm gonna play the bird guy. So yeah, let's start the stream. Let's begin. March 13th, 10:11 a.m. It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following your every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You could count on me, sir. I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? And that I would be the only one who would have to make the ransom drop-off. I was not clicking that text at all, it was going on its own. Let's see. I checked the money is all there, safe inside this suitcase. Oh, Miss De Niro's ugly-ass suitcase. That's beautiful. It'll be hard to lose sight of it. The blue badger is in the blue badger, he's in the railings. That's cute. He's also in this lamp. Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. This is a drawbridge. This bridge goes off. I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place after all. Oh, that's more blue badger up there. That's also a blue badger. Welcome to Gatewaterland. Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I'm the Proto-Badger. Nice to meet you. Okay, so, before playing Miles Edgeworth Investigations, I have not seen anything. I'm going into this very blind. However, there is one thing that I know, and that is, I know who's under this costume. And the person under this costume is the butler from the Gatewater Hotel in the second case. In the second case of, I'm just realizing that in the last stream I said that the director for Steel Samurai appeared in the second case, but that's not right. He appears in the third case. The second case is the Mia case, where the butler shows up for the Gatewater Hotel. Gatewater! Right there! And yeah, that's who's under the badger mask. So I know who's under here. And a big hello to you, I'm the Proto-Badger. Nice to meet you. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture? Of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. That's too bad. I'll have a good day. I need to figure out this voice. I need to figure out what voice I'm doing for this time. I guess I don't have to worry about it right now. I really don't know what voice to do. What voice to do. God. There's so much blue badger around. Hello. Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano. It sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth. Are you a cop? No, I'm a prosecutor. A lot of dot going around. I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me.
I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium.
So this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need to come- Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through with me for this one. Oh my god, is that another character? The Red Badger? Whoa. Whoa. I need to get me some Red Badger merchandise. I also need to get Blue Badger merchandise. Edgeworth speaking.
Next, come to the haunted house.
Why did the kidnapper choose, of all places, to go to a police-branded... What is this, theme park? What is the theme here? Because I saw Gatewater, which is a hotel. But, got Patrol, Blue Badger, Red Badger... So, like, this very Blue Badger. So, like, this is police-branded, so it must be police-funded. Out of all the places you could have chosen, you chose to go to a police-sponsored event to get the ransom for your kidnapping. Huh? Okay, next go to the haunted hotel. Got it. And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for?
That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend.
I suppose not. Alright, here we go to the haunted house. I've arrived.
Go inside.
Out of the cracked mirror. Oh, reflection. The reflection and the broken mirrors are broken. Because that's how mirrors work. When a mirror breaks, the reflection stops. What a dismal place.
That's it. Go through those doors.
Am I being watched from somewhere?
Leave the money and go. Now.
I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say from now on and not push it. That might be for the best. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. Blue Badger. Oh. Blue Badger. Oh my goodness. Ah! It was a trap! Well, Edgeworth's dead. Alright guys, that's the end of the stream. Edgeworth's dead. I guess that also means this is the end of the series. Edgeworth's just been decapitated, so... That's a very sad end for Miles Edgeworth. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, now let's keep going. That guy. Betrayed. I have no idea who's talking. No. Can't be. Then the deal. Who is that? And what are they talking about? Split. Police. Alright. In front of meetup. Okay. I'm gonna guess this is probably Gumshoe talking. They can't move my body. I fear I may faint again. Oh. Been tied up. Where am I? There's so many. There's a pink badger. I know about the pink badger. This badger's got some shades in a beard. I don't know what that beard is called. There's also 2 different kinds of badgers. Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop-off. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. It was from Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of a powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano group. I don't know what a Zaibatsu is. Hold on, I'm doing a Google. What is a Zaibatsu? Zaibatsu. A Japanese term referring to industrial and financial vertically integrated business conglomerates. And the Empire of Japan's influence was allowed control of significant parts of the Japanese economy in Nigeria. Number 2, the family-owned holding company on top, and a bank which financed the other, mostly industrial subsidies within Burma. Although Zaibatsu played an important role in the Japanese economy beginning in 1868, they especially increased number and importance following the Russo-Japanese War, World War I, and Japan's subsequent attempt to conquer East Asia and the Pacific Rim during the interwar period of World War II. After World War II, they were dissolved by the Allied occupation offensive and succeeded by the Kiritsu, groups of banks, manufacturers, suppliers, and distributors. Equivalents to the Zaibatsu can still be found in other countries such as the tribal conglomerates of South Korea. Alright. Thank you, Wikipedia. Alright, Ernest Amano. He's got very large earlobes. But aside from that, I also owe him a great deal of gratitude. His only son, Lance, has been kidnapped. His son got kidnapped, not the daughter. I mean, unless... unless Lance has some sort of... oh, what's the word? This joke doesn't land without the right word. Unless Lance has some... gender awakening, or not, that's not the right word. My lack of the right word has made this joke go flat. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. There's coffee over here. Edgeworth, you should steal the coffee. Well, you can't right now, you're tied up. Why is this one the only... This is the only box of something in it, but there's also a badger head right over here. I can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. Was that you making that funny sound? Again, I have no idea who's talking. Who's there? How dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Oh! Hey! I think this is Kay. Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers? A kidnapper? Me? No way, I'm not into such petty crimes. No, I'm after something much, much bigger. Oh, I must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that.
Hem.
Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight. One is me, for I am the great thief Yadagarasu. I thought it might be K. I don't think you're really supposed to show your face when you're being a criminal, but whatever. Great thief, and did she really just claim to be the Yadagarasu? Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. Kay Faraday. Okay, again, I think when you're trying to get away with crime, you don't tell someone your secret identity and also your full legal name. That's I think that's in bad taste.
You call me Kay, Kay? Good, glad that's settled.
Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you'd be so kind as to remove these ropes.
I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot more fun watching you make those silly faces.
Like that one!
Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know? This rope goes through here, and there you go.
What a relief. I owe you my thanks.
It's okay. You can pay me back in full later.
Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going easy with this cheeky girl. Great thief. Well, I guess I'll start with that question since it's the only one. You call yourself a great thief, but are you really a thief at all?
You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right?
That's not the part I have a tough time believing. I am the real, genuine Yadagarasu, you know. Yep, I'm a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor. In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right?
What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such a horrible thing to your savior.
That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me yet. Yadagarasu. When you say you're the Yadagarasu, do you mean you are the Yadagarasu?
Yep.
The most righteous of the righteous, the legendary great thief.
But I inherited the title only recently, so I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yadagarasu.
I was not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that.
But don't worry, I got some big plans in the works.
Big plans, huh? They wouldn't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they?
I knew it. There's no reasoning for the prosecutor.
I'm not the problem here.
I'll have you know that the Yadagarasu have no interest in stealing petty trinkets. There's only one thing and one thing I want to steal.
Only one thing? What would that be?
That's gonna have to wait until we find our way out of here.
Well, at least there's one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you.
So you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor.
I guess not. I'm Miles Edgeworth.
Aha, now I remember.
How can you remember something I just told you? But she sure is cheery.
Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here.
That's a big-ass handle. It would seem that we are locked in from the other side.
What? No way, I don't hear you, la la la.
I mean, that's not gonna really help us get out of here. Kay, you do remember where you came in from, right?
We know.
It looks like that might be our only way out of this room.
Whoops! slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit.
Huh. I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can't find another way out.
Alright. Time to investigate while she keeps trying that door.
What is this?
Looks like the Bad Badger. It's looking as bad as ever. Bad Badger. Okay. Now we know.
Looks like a costume head to me.
I guess the Bad Badger's costume is at the very least a two-piece, huh?
The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor?
Good to know. That's a phone.
Isn't this my phone? It looks like it made it through the ordeal intact.
If only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside.
Ah, but we do have a way. Right here.
There was a cell phone here this whole time?
If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now. Mr. Edgeworth, sir! Are you okay? I was so worried, sir! I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by a kidnapper, that's all. I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure. If only I hadn't lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. Oh wait, no, that wasn't the question, that was a statement. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now. You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sorta, What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who is this? Shilong Lang of the Interpol. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself so involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime, whether on a local or global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Long Z says, the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? Not at all. You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and getting caught. I wasn't doing it blindly. There was a plan, then she just lost sight of me. I'm also a prosecutor, why am I doing this at all? You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. Oh, okay, that's why I was doing that. Okay, I think Long might have a point here. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post-haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured we'll come find you, eventually. You...
What's wrong? Did you get cut off?
No, my phone ran out of power.
No way!
Doesn't matter anyways. We should try and get out of here through our own means.
Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out.
And she's just gonna keep trying that door.
Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box.
There's a key up there.
Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume.
Pink badger?
You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up on the whole badger clan with this.
Proto-Badger. The first Badger. Bad Badger, a vile criminal with a gun. An ally of justice who keeps the peace. Note her unique pink bow. Okay, who was the red one? Who was the red one I saw before?
Think of it as a bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the plan.
Whatever, I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. Alright. I suppose this means that this is where they keep the costumes?
Certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger family's home.
There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. Okay, so where's the body? But aren't these Badgers the mascots of the police force?
Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park.
Okay, so I was right. The police were sponsoring the theme park. Out of all of the places to pick a rendezvous point to get the ransom for the person that you kidnapped, why would you pick a police-sponsored theme park? That seems like one of the last places you'd want to pick. Probably because the Gatewater group owns the police from all those cases they solved. They have all the power of the state and they use it to make a theme park? I mean, look, if you have all of the power of the state by one corporation, building a theme park is probably one of the best things they could have done. Like, that can go south very, very quickly. But they chose the theme park. And you know what? That's good. That's good.
It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster.
That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy just from the thought of such a thing. I won't rest it. Oh yeah, that's that line. Okay, well, key. And what have we here?
Ah!
Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look?
Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, I see. Yep, this is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something.
Good detective work, Kay. Good detective work. You did so good. The something is what's relevant to my interest. I guess that piece of paper on the wall isn't important. So this is the Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger, huh? Do you feel some sort of reverence towards this Badger, Kay?
I can't believe you'd be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves.
Surely you must also think that there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right?
That's it, I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover.
Good luck with that one.
Look, it's the Blue Badger!
I suppose even this thing can be popular with women.
My nemesis.
What in the... Why is she beating it up?
He's got the word badge right in his name. That's nothing but bad news to someone like me. And to think he's out there wandering around in this park. You better be careful, he's gonna arrest me by the power of his name alone.
I somehow doubt that the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone. This is that Blue Badger I met at the main gate.
Excuse me, but his name is Proto-Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off one of the very first designs created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter.
I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved.
Are we comparing the Blue Badger to humans now?
I suppose this is the Pink Badger? But since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female?
You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are.
That's the only difference.
And the fact that she's pink.
Yes. And...
her lips are red. See? Lipstick. What? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon, or is that too obvious? I think I've got everything here. Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape. How? And what exactly do you have in mind? Well, we could paint help in really giant letters. And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building. Okay, then how about we light the paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals? Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about and call the cops. Actually, that might not be great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all. Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? They're holding a Blue Badger photo rally. You didn't know? But it's not just the Blue Badger, it's his whole family, too. Take a picture of every member of the Badger family and receive a prize. There's only one for each of the 4 family members wandering throughout the park. That's the block. Okay, that explains why the guy at the beginning held up a sign and was like, don't you want to take a photo of me? Just because he thought that we were into this. If you manage to snap a shot of every member in the family, get a really posh prize. Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that? You can't do that. That's cheating. There's only one of each badger in the park, so you have to work for it. Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against the wall in the haunted house. Seriously? But somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. You have to take pictures of the costumed ones walking around the park. So those are the rules of this game. How quaint. Good to know, good to know. Man, why do we have to put the window so high up anyways? How's a thief supposed to make her daring escape? I suppose we could make our way out of it if we were able to climb on top of these lockers. Aha, that's pretty clever. You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth. Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again. Let's see. I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. Yo, you've almost got it, Kay. You've almost got it. Man, why'd they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway? Even if we wanted to use these lockers, we need some sort of foothold. Maybe the key goes to one of the lockers. Let's connect these two together. What do you mean? Installation room. Okay, as we're still looking around. Hold. This is the beam I was tied to. What's up? Oh. I was pondering if perhaps we could make it over and out the window if we climb this. Good thinking, and if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me. Thanks. This little hook likes it might make for a good foothold. Up you go, Kay. Good luck, Count on it. The great thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go! I don't think it worked out. As I thought, the theme was definitely not made for climbing. What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know.
Seems that we won't be able to open this by ourselves. It also seems quite thick, so we can't just break it down. There must be another way out of here. Okay. I think I've inspected everything by this point. That's what it feels like. So I guess it's time to have some logic. The beam I was tight to. Well, I know these two will go together. Nope. Costumes, the beam. I mean, they both mentioned footprints. I don't think they go together, but they might. Yeah, no, that's what I was expecting. The beam! We can unlock the beam with the key! Yeah, no, I about expected that. Okay. Oh, maybe the lock is in the costume? Maybe? No. It felt like that could go together. But I guess not. I mean, there's a hook on the beam. Why is there a hook on the beam? I'm grasping at straws here because I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Okay, it says I've inspected that, so I feel like I should have gotten everything. What do I have in the evidence category? Only one in the park. There's a stadium on across the rain gate. So I was here, I went here, and then I went here. And now, I'm somewhere else. Okay. There's a blue badger down there. Maybe I have to make a deduction. There's only one of each badger in the park, so these shouldn't all be empty. Right? Because, like, these things shouldn't all be... No, this isn't... I can't make a deduction here. Okay, maybe I talk to Kay. I'm gonna talk to Kay. That's the one thing I haven't done yet. The kidnapping. Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went? Well, after they locked you up in here, it sounded like they went to the next room and started talking to someone. I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking to someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here. After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with you. I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems as an afterthought to the 1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the slot. The slot. I'm gonna present some information. Hey, things I'm getting out of here is more important, right? Okay. No, she doesn't have anything to say about that. Nothing to say about that. And nothing to say about that. Alright. Maybe now that I've talked with Kay. Okay, she's over here now, and now I can inspect the door again. There we go. Ooh, we can peer into the room that the kidnappers were in from here. Okay, well, that's something. Is that what I think it is? Well,
Look, the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome! They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves.
No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. There's a... Oh. Wait, there's a hook on the beam. There's a hook on the beam to hold the door. There's a hook on the beam in here, so it must be used to hold the door. There's a door in here. It's gotta be under the blue, the painting, the blue, whatever the fuck, the blue plastic on the ground. I think this building was originally built with a basement or underground area. I think that's very important. There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one. Which would mean that I can probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may have just found our ticket out. Yes, we have. There's a beam in the next room identical to the one in this room. There's even a hook on it to hold a propped up floor panel in case. Which reminds me. Did you find something useful, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, yes we did. Perhaps. I may have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of here. Yep. Let's go. This hook on this beam,
You know I already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit when something's just not possible.
I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather that it's here for a different purpose.
Really? Like what?
I keep changing her voice. As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up. Which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well.
Oh, I get it.
We didn't notice its existence at the time because it was being hidden by this tarp. Tarp, that's the word I was looking for. Alright then, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath.
Now this is what I call treasure.
Alright, I already know these don't go together. Floor panel.
Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure.
The scent I wish to smell is a sweet fragrance of freedom.
Then what are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch.
Alright. This thing is locked down tight.
Okay, now that's what the key goes to. Fiddlesticks.
Tiny key, underground entrance. Connect. I believe you're up, Kay.
Huh? Why me?
Because we need to use this tiny key that you've taken quite a liking to.
Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me.
I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big. I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now. Alright, I got the secret door open, and now... Woo! Woo! Wait! What? Ah! Are you alright, Kay?
I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all.
You mean it slipped? You jumped down! Oh, thank goodness she's alright. I about had a coronary. There's
a lot of really large machinery down here.
What about an exit?
It's really dark and cramped down there, so I doubt there's an exit. I can't believe that happened.
You have only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know. Okay, now she did jump.
What? No, wait, I mean, how was I supposed to know the ladder is removable?
That's a good point. Don't think there's any logic there. I finally got the door to the underground area open. Yeah, I just want to confirm with you that there wasn't an exit down there. Yeah, it was really cramped, and there's a lot of really large machinery. I see. Are you hurt at all? I'm perfectly fine. I was just a little surprised when the ladder suddenly slipped out from under me. I wonder if this ladder can be put to some use. Oh. Underground ladder. Lockers. Oh, nectar. We're going out through the window. I figured out how we'll escape this prison, Kay. Oh, so how are we gonna bust out? It seems that your reckless actions were of use after all. Are you actually praising me? More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder. The underground ladder? What about it? This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down. Oh, I see. If we use this... Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers. Well, then what are we waiting for? Investigation complete. Yay! Alright, now we can get out of here. Yes, we spent entirely too much time in here. Kidnappers held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. We're in the Wild West. Kitty! Aww, little cute cat. He looks like my cat, Francis. Francis has brain damage. And I'm not just saying that because he's orange. He quite literally has brain damage. Because of course, the brain damaged cat is orange. Okay, Wild West. Here we go. Oh, Edgeworth sliding down that pole is actually so funny. It looks like it stopped raining for now. Yeah, thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier. Mr. Edgeworth! I knew it would be Gumshoe. I knew it. I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was gonna give out. Is it the Gumshoe? May I ask what in the world that is? Well, that's, oh my god. And they had to make sure they got the blue badger. Okay. This guy looks a little out of place. And this guy. Who are these two and why are they here? They're a bit out of place. This guy's sleeping on the job. Count off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 98, 99. Shifu, all 99 members are here and accounted for, sir. Oh, hello, you two. What the heck do you think you're doing counting my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1. Got it? Shifu! Shifu! You are Agent Lang, I take it. You would fiddle! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Grr. Langzi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Gina. This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. You all see that just now? That is the proper way for 2 people to show their respect. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life. Got it? Yes, sir. Oh, that's right. Francisca did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Shenfa. Apparently this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Long, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? You should took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. It was like a day. It did that in like a day. I don't think that's a while. If it wasn't for me, Francisco would have arrested the wrong flight attendant. Or me. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliché. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. Okay. Good for you, buddy. I would have solved the entire case, and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Good for you. Your hand is the wrong way. Agent Long knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ekby Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. On me? I didn't do anything. I guess that's the problem that he's getting at. I didn't even know he was fucking there. I didn't know he was there. Until he was, you know, dead. Oh, that's the wrong button. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francisca in third person. This must be the man she talked about. In that case, you should understand how I feel, as the kidnapped to someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in Not so fast. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and that's way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go back to your courtroom now, pretty boy? You? How dare you mock the court? I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? Oh, a lot of the news does. A lot of the news. Have you seen the news articles about yourself, Edgeworth? They're not pretty. And why? Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? Alright, men. Good job on the perimeter around Datewaterland. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring them to me. Dismissed. Sir! There they go. Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? Wait. Mr. Edgeworth? It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did he show up here, and completely out of the blue like that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. Alrighty. I'm assuming I can't leave because there's police everywhere. Yeah. Alright, Gumshoe. Great job, Detective. Sir! For losing sight of me and the kidnapper and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir! I look forward to your next month's salary assessment. Dude. Gumshoe, he's taken so many salary cuts, I'm surprised he even makes a somewhat livable wage. But the case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be. Shall I prepare the 21-gun salute now or later? Agent. Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup? Of course, sir. I think I would know the number to my own precinct at the back of my hand. Then why did an Interpol agent show up instead with an army of his own agents? That, I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that wolfman showed up just out of nowhere, sir. Agent Long definitely has an agenda. So the question is, what is he after? Excellent. Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I might ask about one thing, sir. Yes, what is that, sir? Who is that? The girl over there, I mean.
I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Thirday.
What? Aw, no, Gumshoe, you're the #1 assistant in my book. Yeah. Sorry, she's just self-proclaimed assistant. I didn't give her that title. Funny, I don't recall making you my stick. Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me! It's been like that since forever!
He's getting a little jealous.
Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role. How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, we've got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out her sentence.
Oh, come on, it'll be fine like musical chairs. Better stay fast on your feet.
No way. I won't. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little girl. He is not happy at all. Okay, I'm sure Gumshoe knows some things about this. Oh, are you participating in the photo rally too, Mr. Edgeworth? Of course he's participating. I knew he would. I mean, I'm only doing this as part of my duties. Yeah. I see. In that case, keep up the good work. So how many have you found so far? I've been sort of busy with the investigation, so I haven't really found any yet, but... Something tells me finding the badgers isn't really part of your duty, is it? The Blue Badger Bible. You actually got a copy, Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, can you show me the very last page? The last page? Very well. Let's see here. Interesting. Why is your name listed here under special thanks? That's it, sir. You found it. Oh, that's because I did the choreography for the Dance Dance Blue Badger song. I suspect that no one entrusts him with any real responsibilities at work. Nothing to say about the Bad Badger head. What about what's up? Gatewater Land? I would have guessed this place would be such a success. But the Gatewater group and I go way back, you know. Yes, same here. I handled 2 murder cases that took place at 2 of their hotels. And it was you who headed the investigation in each case. Oh, I remember that, sir. I was 16 back then, standing in front of the hotel in the snow. What? What? Still can't present profiles. Alright. I've talked to Gumshoe all I can. And talked to Kay.
Man, I can't probably do any stealing with all that detective around it.
I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity.
It's alright, it's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing.
Which is it? Do you plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more.
So what are you gonna do about your investigation into the kidnapping?
Good question. Since Agent Long holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated.
Oh, come on, you can't let that stop you. I'll even land you a hand, so let's go!
But you're a self-purported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of an unlawful nature participate in an investigation.
I don't like to listen to you. I'm not just any old great thief. I'm the Yatagarasu. And as I said earlier, the Yatagarasu is after one and one thing only. Yeah, what is the one thing that you want? What is this one and only one thing you're after? The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing, and that is the truth. The truth. I see. It was 7 years ago. There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know how much about this thief's ultimate goal, we still know the targets. The Yatagarasu like to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once a target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was set forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card that marks a three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yatagarasu was stealing the truth. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be. Can it? Lance! Lance! Where are you, son? Oh, it's the old man. Mr. Amano. Oh, Miles, my boy. I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair just after you've retired. For you, Mr. Amano, I'll gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might not have been introduced to that law office, and had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No. There's nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you only need to ask. I can use my company fast network to send you anywhere at any time. So who's the old man? He is the father of the currently kidnapped Lance Amano, Ernest Amano. You haven't found Lance yet, Miles. Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Amano. Wait, hold on there! Then what happened to all that money? I believe the 1 million has been stolen, and that the culprits are now on the run. What? Poor old man. Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Mr. Edgeworth? Forgive me, Mr. Amano. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time. Oh, it was yesterday. A call came to the house. And the receiver can sound my son. Help me, Daddy. I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Amano. You don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that. You definitely should have recorded that conversation. Not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. Lance. To refresh my memory, what kind of person is Lance again? Now we'll tell you about Lance, help you get him back. Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior. Very well then. Lance is my one and only son. He turned 21 this year. He's very much like me when I was his age. Kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him. Okay, that's a thing that you say about your son. Is there anything about him you've noticed as of late? Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver. Your butler? Yes, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, so I thought maybe he would know where my son is. Mr. Amano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon?
As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him, So you still haven't spoken of him since his leave. What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name. I'd better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Yes, sir! Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to heed this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand by idly twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Romano, it was my fault that the culprits escaped. Which is why, with your blessing, I vowed to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I've never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy. Alright. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating. If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it. Alright. Beginning investigation. So what should we examine first? Thanks, Agent Long. We can't leave this area. The culprits were here until only very recently, which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get looking. There's the guy that looked off. Hey, you there. Who, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I wasn't goofing off. I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile! All precinct detectives are now under Agent Long's direct command. No way! I'm not working for Wolf Boy. Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good. Now let's go. No! Boy, have I got the job just for someone of your talents. Well, that was exciting. I'm sorry, Gumshoe, but Kay has stolen the spotlight. Hey. What? Can't you tell I'm all ready to get down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on! I finally get to be your assistant and you try to ditch me? I don't recall offering you the position. Why'd you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back. You're the only one asserting that. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yanagrasu way. You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant Kay is going to tag along no matter what you say. Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not gonna listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride. Alright. Kay's following me. Let me pet the kitty cat. Kitty cat. Kitty cat. I've got you now, you vile criminals. I think the kidnappers would better sense than try hiding in these. Oh, come on, lighten up, will ya? I was only joking. I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding in here right in front of two officers. I certainly hope not. No, I want to touch the kitty cat. Let me pet the kitty cat. Boo. Okay, well there's a badger here. Hey, it's the blue badger! Gonna take a photo? Badger, get! I really don't understand why she's so excited over this badger hunt. Speaking of badgers, there's a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. I don't think the blue badger talks. He's doing that contorted wriggling dance again. Aha! Mr. Meekins! It's Officer Meekins! Dude! Love you, Meekins. You've uncovered my undercover identity, sir! I was to remain under that head, sir! Aren't you Officer Meekins? Sir! Mike Meekins reporting for duty, sir! This man was a witness in one of the cases I heated 2 years ago. About the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches. Is he a friend of yours, Mr. Edgeworth? I've met him in the courtroom once before. Why is he so upset that we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? Hello, Mike Meekins. Officer Meekins, why are you standing there wasting time? Sir! Because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago, when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled that the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detective, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already, and I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy on anyone. It would seem that some people never change. Blue Badger. So why exactly are you in this ridiculous outfit? Sir! That's because, sir, I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the tail of... But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir. I see. Agent Long is very wise to employ this sort of divisionary tactic. To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor. Any clues? How long have you been standing there, officer? Sir, for about 1 little hour, sir. That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious. And I've been here ever since, sir. That's true that it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping. But however, sir, I must tell you, I didn't see a thing, sir. I haven't asked you anything yet, officer. No, but I know you will, sir. He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it, too. I patrolled the park all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen anything suspicious-looking people in this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger. What you said just now is contradictory to the facts. How so, Mr. Edgeworth? A lone blue badger. There's only one of each.
Take that!
Take that. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement. Sir, of course, sir. That's your wise wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait. You said you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only one of each badger at any given time. Which means that as long as you are the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another blue badger wandering its premises. What? Sir? Then that would mean there were 2 blue badgers walking around. But why? Alright. So 2 blue badgers walking around. Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme.
They look so lifelike, don't you think?
Are you thinking of wrangling, or rather stealing them?
If you can coax them out of there, sir. Come on, I know you can sweet talk them out.
I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand and they wouldn't budge, Kay.
If these were real, I wonder what you put in them.
Water would be the obvious answer.
But if you stored water in a barrel under a blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad?
People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted.
Sorry, but I can't let you get away with making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really like the strange taste.
Look who's making fun of them now. Cactus.
Look, there's a blurb around the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to the Gatewater land from your local police precinct.
I can't believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place.
So is the police department running a cactus farm on the side? I'm just kidding, they wouldn't do something so silly.
Actually, I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before. Cactus. Nope.
Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, isn't that one of those things you tie horses to?
Yes, although the horse is in another location at the moment.
And here I was hoping I'd get to ride one.
You know how to ride a horse?
Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse.
Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic. Do I have logic? I mean... These seem relevant. Yep, those go together. A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly the true identity of the person underneath is...
Oh, I know. It's one of the kidnappers, right? A person wore a costume to get away.
Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage are...
a blue badger, a proto badger, and a bad badger.
Yes, those three,
So there are 3 phony badgers running around the park somewhere, huh?
Okay, good to know. Okay, well, I don't have any more logic to make of that. I can go in here. No, I can't. I lied.
Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here.
I remember hearing rainfall out here while I was being held in there. Yep, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground has already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. It left us with some nice footprint samples.
You know what? I bet if we followed them, we could find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes.
I don't think it'll be that easy.
Why not?
Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. We don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers. Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. Okay.
Hi.
Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, can't let anyone through. Agent Long's orders. Nah. Suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now. Alright, I've already talked to you. Can't go in here. Guess I could try presenting Meekins. That's this, It's a set of tire tracks originating from the garage.
Aha! So that means a car left from the garage at some point, right?
Correct, but for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads, I think we could safely assume it's a special type of car. Good to know. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to. I wanted to talk to Meekins. Let me try presenting some stuff. Sir! I'm undercover... Ah. Okay, so he's not gonna tell me anything. Good to know. Okay. Any logic I can make. Any shoes? Custom escape. I mean, it would be costume shoes, wouldn't it? Yeah. Now that we know the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Oh, you mean how we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right? Yes, more than the shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of the badgers. Okay, Mr. Edgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting. Let's do this. So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them! There are 2 sets here. They both do look like possible candidates. This set's walking off to the west. It just stops. You can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here. I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium. I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east. Huh? Quick, Mr. Edgeworth! I've got him! I got one of the culprits! Oh, that's Meekins! He wouldn't hurt a fly. No, I'm not a kidnapper, sir! Down, Kay. Clearly those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. The criminals were each wearing a costume. Maybe they came over to this garage for something. That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage. Sir! Roger Wilco, sir! Okay, there we go. Now we can go in here. Let's open this shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. Oh boy, wouldn't that be easy? What in the... Oh, that's a dead man. We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man? It's Oliver! Mr. Armando, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened? Indeed, and why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I'd better investigate this crime scene quickly before Agent Long or his men arrive. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage. And right to a dead body. Isn't that a crime? Tampering with... This would be tampering with evidence. Edgeworth, you should know better. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? Maybe. For my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. Okay. You sure are calm for someone who just found a body. It's surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. And, yeah, he's not gonna rest till he's inspected everything. Okay, well that's a horse necklace. This is an unusually shaped pendant. It's a horsey. It goes neigh, except it doesn't because it's not real. What is it? Is it something valuable? She seems to have regained some of her composure. Looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it. It's really pretty. Hold on. This is made of platinum silver. Nice! It's worth something after all. Ooh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Deveray. It's a name! Colin Deveray. But this man's name is... What's his name? I've actually completely forgotten. Oliver something. Oliver Deacon. Right. Oliver Deacon. No, I just want to see Oliver Deacon and something else. The pendant said something else, but I don't see what it says. Okay. Okay, well that looks like where he died. As long as the Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulder. So that means he was shot twice? No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound, and the one near his shoulder is an exit wound. So he was shot from below. Okay. Nice! I knew you could figure it out! Comes with experience. I've seen my fair share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. Yeah, there should be a lot of blood right under him. So, he was moved. Should make a note of this oddity. Okay, looks like I've inspected about everything. What do I have in evidence? Victim has Officer Oliver Deacon, bullet enter his abdomen, straight through his shoulder. Okay. Okay. What do you have to say? Mr. Romano's body. Yes, that's my butler, Oliver. How could something like this have happened? Indeed. Why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? Meekins, you're awfully calm for a murder just happening right here. Oh yeah, you're not gonna tell me anything. That's why he's not reacting. That explains it. Okay, well now... There's a car here. What a peculiar car. Yeah, from the looks of it, it must be a blue Badger-mobile. And it has 3 tires, so maybe it left those tire tracks behind? That's simply not possible. Huh? Why? Take a look at the tires. There's no mud stacked to them. Therefore, it must have been here since before it started to rain. Oh, gotcha. Good eye. It's a shame I don't see any other clues around. Okay. Yes? Now, is there anything else that I can do? Ah, did you know? I really love this kind of chair, the way it rocks back and forth. When I grow old, I plan to sit in one of these and rock the day away every day. But you don't have to wait, Mr. Edgeworth, you're just about the right age for one. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, just called you old. Do I really project myself as someone of that age? I mean, your hair is gray, so I guess they must assume. And I also guess you get stressed out a lot, so I bet you have quite a few wrinkles. Okay, what else am I meant to be doing here? I can't do any logic. I guess I maybe have to make a deduction here. Or I could talk to Kay. I'll talk to Kay. Kidnapping? Hey, what do you think about the kidnapping? Well, I don't know anything about the victim. So actually, I was hoping you could tell me. Ah, that's right. I never did explain the situation to you. I got involved because of a phone call I received. It was from none other than the director of the Amano Group, Mr. Ernest Amano. His only son, Lance, had been kidnapped, and he wanted me to be the drop-off man. Little did I suspect that I would be abducted myself. And that's when I found you tied to a pole screaming, "Ugh." Can you please drop that already? The murder. It appears that this case has taken a turn for the unexpected. I'll say, I was shocked to open that shutter and find a dead body inside. I suppose most people would be, since the average person rarely runs across a corpse. Wait, you just compared me to a normal person, didn't you? I'll have you know that I'm... Sorry, I suppose I should have recognized that you're a thief, correct? No, I'm a great thief. And a great thief is not surprised by anything, get it? Apparently, with great thievery comes great loss of short-term memory. Okay. What do you think about this? You're gonna steal- okay. Nope. I think she has much to tell me. Maybe I should make a deduction. Or maybe he wasn't entirely moved. Maybe he was wearing the Bad Badger costume, and the costume soaked up the blood. And that's why the head was left behind, because they didn't need the head anymore. So there was 3 kidnappers, but now there's only 2, because the 3rd one's dead. I think I got it. Now, to make the connection. I'm gonna try presenting this. Eureka! No, it doesn't. No. No, I'm way too, I haven't made it to that point yet, Okay. I'm not entirely sure what to be doing right now. I've inspected everything. I've talked to everyone. I don't have any deductions to make. There's really nothing in here besides a body. Can I talk to you again? Nothing of use. Okay, what if I just keep presenting things to Kay? That might be what I need to do. Really love theme parks. Too bad we're not here to have a fun time. So why did you choose this one? And why did you choose to show yourself to me of all people? Because I was tailing you, silly. Duh. You were following me. But why? Okay. Nope, nothing there. Blue Badger Bible? It's a book of information about my arch enemy, the Blue Badger. But I won't lose to the likes of him. You just wait and see. I'm gonna write a Tomb of Thievery. How's that, Mr. Edgeworth? The information that winds up on your wanted poster will suffice in this competition. The rally? Come on, the Badger family is waiting for us to find and take pictures of them. And remember, you have to yell, "Badger get!" each time or it doesn't count. They even have a rule for when you take their pictures. Tell me about it. I was planning to steal all my shots, as any proper great thief should. Does the concept of stealing permanent every aspects of this girl's life? I butchered that line so badly. Stolen costumes, let's talk about this. Looks like there's another thief afoot. Only if we assume that this is not your handiwork.
Are you kidding? You know that the blue badger is enemy number 1 to me. Can you imagine me ever being on good terms with that thing?
Actually, it's surprisingly easy. Okay. Well, I've presented everything. I've inspected everything. You can't make a deduction, because I don't have enough. So I must be missing something. But I don't know what. Is there something I can... Is there something I can still look at here? Maybe I can do something about the necklace? Okay, wait, I wanna... What did it say again? Usually shaped pendant. What is it? Something valuable. Gain a composer, horse pendant. Silver. Something written on the back. Colin Deveray. Colin Deveray. Your name is Oliver Deacon. Colin Deveray. Okay. Colin Deveray. This man's name is... Maybe I can deduce... No. I don't know. I actually have no idea what I'm meant to be doing right now. What do I do? What do I do? I'm so surprised I can't go in here. 10-gallon hat saloon. That's silly. Can't go this way. Can't go back there. Okay, I think it's walkthrough time. Just to get through this little pinch because I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. Just a little bit of a walkthrough, just to figure out what to do next. If it will load, because it's currently not doing that. Come on, load! Load, buddy! Why are you not loading? Okay, I'm trying my phone because it's not working on my computer. For some reason. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. Now it finally decides to work. Somewhat. All of the, oh boy. Okay, Wild West area. Here we are. Higher tracks to the footprints. Yep. The necklace and preliminary findings. Victim's necklace and preliminary findings. Okay. So it was the necklace I needed to. Preliminary findings. Okay. That's it? It was the name? Okay. It was just the fact that his name was wrong. Really? That's it? Alright. There's something not right about the name on the pendant. Obviously. The victim is the Amato family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Deveray. I wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. And there we go. That was it. That was everything. Lance! Lance! Where are you, sweetie? Excuse me, but you are... Oh, this is bad. He's really good looking. Stop it, Lauren. Lauren? You can let yourself go fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with... A playboy? Huh? Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase inner monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lance? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops. His girlfriend. Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends and we're not lovers or anything. Okay. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are going to see it, so I should just accept it. Oh wait, no, that wasn't Edgeworth. That was Pops. I even got this ring as a present from Lance. You know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character. May I inquire as to why you're here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately, and I began to get really worried. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Wow, you're really strong for having made it through this all by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true. Oh, Lance! I can't believe you've just been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. I've watched that movie. It looks like she's gone back to the fair maiden in love routine. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Hold it. Hi, buddy. My man brought me up to speed over the radio. Now I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something very intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. Hey, you waiting for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect, now. Who's the suspect? Suspect? Who? It's gonna be Meekins, isn't it? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What? Sir! I had nothing to do with it, sir! Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? I leave that kind of stuff to you prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer? I know you like your logic and reasoning. That sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. I think it is. I feel like it is. You're just detaining people who have no reason why. That's... Dude. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. That's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrest innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. That's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Too bad you don't call shots around here. As I have sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement? How dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? Hold it. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Longzi says every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a flair. Oh my god. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. Here we go. Shi Long Lang's logic. Say that 5 times fast. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? That's the only reason? That's exactly! Exactly! Edgeworth and I are on the same wavelength here. With that logic, it could have been literally anybody here, since this is a police-sponsored theme park. I'm sure it's got quite a few police running around. Why is Meekins the only suspect? I'm sure he's not the only person here with a firearm. Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. What's this philosophy of detainment? You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girlie. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because my language, lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me or my pack. And as for the detainment philosophy, it's my father is the honorable. Oh my god, I can't talk. And as for the detainment philosophy, it's my father is my honorable ancestor. Okay, no, that's not me. That's just a weirdly worded sentence. It's my father is my honorable ancestor, Longzi. Yeah, that's just very weirdly worded. That's not on me. You'd think I'd have heard of him before in his teachings if he's that famous. Longzi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Shenfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies. But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient can be applied to today's world? If you want to put it to a test? I am not reading these correctly. Yep, you've seen a lot of bodies like that. Could say he was shot in a single glance, but you figured that much out, right? Gun laws. It's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right? Okay. I think I need to press him. I don't think I need to press that one.
Hold it.
Yes, I think anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusion. Not so fast. Don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to mean? Long Z says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Is that right? What would you know about the killer?
Hold it.
It would appear you've studied a little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study when every child on the street corner already knows? It's that... Sheena. The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. That's it! The Federal Firearms Restriction Act. I hear it's not easy to get a gun these days. Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information. Good to know.
Hold it.
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to. I've already looked into everyone else here. Oh? Other than Officer Meekins, I know of no one else's weapon that has been fired. How did you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. It didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. The power of sheer numbers. You have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey you, show me your gun. Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Gun! What did you say? Can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already. Sir, I lost my gun, sir! How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited outside the garage to ambush and kill the victim. So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Long? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny. Okay. Let me press on
Hold
that.
it.
You mean to tell me that the murder occurred here in this garage? From the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found, I'd say it's pretty obvious that this is the crime scene. I don't think that's what that means at all. Long Z says, a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Yeah, well not 5 minutes after it happened. Hey, finally, a quote even I have heard of before. Furthermore, Long Z says... Successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene. Looks like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. So this is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of detainment can lead you to. I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins? It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins. What? However, I can't simply stand by while Agent Long ignores our country's laws. She Long. Just what sort of investigator are you? Okay, so I have to present here. And I think I have an idea of what to present. I mean, there's barely any blood. So I feel like that's important.
Objection!
Objection! Unfortunately for you, Agent Long, that is simply not possible. What do you mean? You've seen the crime scene for yourself, and while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? Yeah. So you did notice that there was too little blood. You still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was, your men who... because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave your case to the local police to set the record straight. Grr. Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that Officer was hanging around here in the first place? Weird. How so? Hey you, your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Did you dare give me some lame excuse like, I found myself taking a walk? But sir, I really did take a walk, sir. You're a disgrace. I dare you take your pack obligations so lightly. Officer Meekins is looking extra meek. Is he hiding something? Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir! Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir! Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened. Sir, not you too! Alright, time for Meekins' testimony. Nah, I spilled water on myself. It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role, selling dreams to children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir. What is this, a Blue Badger mobile? It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir. So the Blue Badger mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop? Good to know, good to know. Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant. He seems rather worked up, even more than his usual hyperactive self. He sure seems sure of what he's saying. Can you try and calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer? Sir! Roger, sir! Okay, time to pick apart this testimony, yeah? You weren't assigned to this area. Oh. Let's, press on that, hold it. Alright then, where were you assigned to? I was assigned to the main gate, sir! You must mean the area of the bridge and the outrageous fountain. Okay, then why are you here in the Wild Wild West area? That's because of a very deep reason, ma'am. Okay.
Hold it!
Describe for me how you conducted your investigation. Yes, sir! Well, first, I made sure there was no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir. Well, what did you expect when you're dressed like the Blue Badger? I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so... I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger mobile, sir.
Hold it!
Press on that, sir? What exactly do you mean by selling dreams? Sir, the Blue Badger mobile is where the dreams are collected. What? Sweetness like you've never known except in dreams, ma'am. Like innocent drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am. Like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those as I push the Blue Badger mobile along is my sworn duty, ma'am. Got completely caught up in the role. You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers? No, sir, of course not, sir! I would never do something like that, sir! You're absolutely right. Oh, you're good at this forcing people to confess thing, Mr. Edgeworth. To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Hold it!
Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony. Yes, sir! Here in this area.
Hold it!
How did you wind up all the way over here? I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the child's painful drop kicks, and before I knew it... Good old drop kick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. It was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation. Sir! That's right, sir. That's not something you should be admitting to with your head held high, officer. It sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there is one flaw in Officer Meekin's story. But I have the feeling he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans. Okay, let me take a little look-see at the map-see. So, he's over here. Wild Wild West is over here. Okay. Yes, sir. Where's the... Wait, where's the... I didn't mean to click it. Where's my... Okay, wait, let's present. Where is your Blue Batmobile? Objection! Officer Meekins, your statement contradicts this piece of evidence. Oh. Okay, wait. Okay, so it doesn't have to do with his missing Badgermobile, at least not right now. I feel like it has something to do with the Badgermobile. It's in the scientist's area for every mage. So dreams of the Badgermobile. Maybe I present the Blue Badgermobile here. No. I should really be able to see what's bad here. Maybe it's the map. We're right here right now. Main gate over here. Guess that could be a little weird. I don't know. No. No, I didn't think it did. Not that. It's not this. I mean, he's meant to be wandering the park, not on the Badgermobile, right? Okay, I'm looking at the walkthrough again because I don't know. Okay, it is the Blue Badger mobile, I just had the statement wrong. Okay, so the third statement. This is where I present the Badger mobile.
Objection!
Here it is. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell such transparent oh, right, because the Blue Badger mobile should have still been in the garage, right. Sir, I'm lying, sir? Yes, you are. If you're really out there selling dreams of the Blue Badger mobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage? Ah! Actually, I just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realized that the Blue Badger mobile was nowhere to be found, sir. Which would mean it was perhaps stolen. And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. That's when you found me, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. Not so fast. A likely story. Who do you think is gonna buy such a convenient tale as that? What exactly is so convenient about his story? The car getting stolen, it's completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. I think we can assume the car was used alright to move the dead body. What? You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins. And then you used the Blue Badger mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me, sir! The killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir! Agent Long, wait. What do you want now? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you the truth, schmoosh. I couldn't care less. Your job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you prosecutors in your fancy courts with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. You boorish buffoon. I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. No! Be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. To be continued. Yep. Let's save. Alright. That'll be the stream for today. So that was the first part of the Kidnap Turnabout. We'll continue this either next Saturday or next Monday, because the Monday coming up that's going to be Little Nightmares 3. Yeah, you know. I really hope Meekins does well in prison. He's already been arrested once before. He'll probably be fine. Yeah, that'll be the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.